Okay, now for the pumpkin. I'm going to try to redo everything on the top. The pumpkin's not going to be real difficult to do. First thing we want to do is outline where the bandsaw couldn't get to. Alright. Bring this in a little further. Because you can't go all the way across and go from corner to corner. Alright. And we can take this off. I'll know kind of where to go with it. That's pretty neat. I didn't think the water would take that off of there, but if you want the sticky stuff to come off, really doing it with the hair dryer works pretty good. And what we're going to do is we're going to put this right across like so. Alright, just like so. Give us some definition here. And we're going to go in at the top here. These are just really quick projects to give you a nice little start. To, you know, you can make it as detailed as you want each one. But I know this project's getting kind of long, doing all these little different things along with it. I'm going to round off the pumpkin portion. Remember, we want to try to get rid of all that rough stuff. Alright. Same thing over here. I'm going to go down a little bit. Alright, good. You know, you can make these any way you want. You can go on Google and check some new, you know, different ways of doing things. What I'm going to do is I'm just going to take the pumpkin stem over a little bit. Just like so. It's kind of sticking out on its own. Alright. I'm just going to try to make a little distinction there, round it off. Alright, where that line there, any of that glue that was on there before. And then what we're going to do is we're going to put the little lines in. We're only going to put one here, one over here, and one in the center. Okay? 3 lines. This one can go over a little bit further. And you can use your parting tool if you want for this. But I like using the knife. Sometimes you can get a little more depth to it. Okay, there's one. And you do a little bit of a curvature. Just hold your knife a little bit at an angle when you do this. 2 and 3. That's pretty well it. I'll clean it up quite a bit. Well, definitely want to get your grooves in there, especially on the top here. You know, want to make sure that we get that in there. Alright. Alright. That's pretty well the way we want it. Now, down here, because this has to go into the body here, or into that jar, we're going to just bring this up a little bit. Go straight across. Take your time. And we're going to try to free this up. Alright. Let's free that up a little bit. The fun part is going to be painting all this. There we go. Alright, now the stem is way too big, of course, right? So what we want to do is take off the front portion. Take this off here. We'll see how that fits in there. And you want to maybe take those corners off a little bit. And And this will be a nice little decoration to have on your desk, or somebody you know that's limited with space and they can't really put a lot of different decorations up, but like decorations and something small. This will work just fine for that. Oh my goodness, I got a ways to go here. Let me take a look here. Okay. Let's take this down quite a bit yet. It's hard to hang on to these things. Some folks do nothing but miniatures. They're fun to do. I haven't had my magnifiers on, and I should really have those on. But there you go. See? Awesome. That worked out great. So that's a little pumpkin. We can put that in a little further. In fact, what I'm going to do is I'm going to cut it out a little bit in the back here. Scoop it out. If I can do that. Just so it sits a little nicer, closer to the body. Not that you have to do that, but I think sometimes if you can get it to fit. You can add all kinds of different things to it, you know. That's a little closer to the body. That's nicer. Alright. So there you go. There's our pumpkin. And we can try to get that in there a little bit tighter. There we go. And if you have a problem with it, you can always put a pin in it. If for some reason you make it too short, you can just put a little pin in it and cut it off, glue it, and that all you had to do is stick it in there. Okay, so that's that portion. So we've got the pumpkin, we've got the heart, we've got the flowers, we've got the American flag, and we've got the other. Now there's a couple more here. Let's see if we can get started on this. We're going to do the little wreath for Christmas. Okay, I was going to put a hat on him, but you know, this is just nicer. It's a little easier to take care of and stuff, so we're just going to start on this. The bow isn't super big, but like I said, you know, I kind of just threw these together to see how it would work. I didn't want anything super big, but alright, so let's put a hole in the center here. Maybe we can take that completely out. What I'm going to do is I'm going to use my little gouges to gouge this all the way out through the center, because that really needs to come out, or at least look like it's hollowed out. You can do it with a knife. Sometimes it's just as quick with a knife, but if you have a gouge, the